Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. If you saw me on YouTube right now, you would see the true me with my patches. Let's talk about my pimple patches. Basically, they don't obviously they don't stop you from getting pimples, but what they do is when you have a mountain on your face, they do calm it down and they turn things around. The turnover time, is that how you would say it? For pimples is not as long. It's winter and my face is feeling it. Hello, everyone. Okay, so it's me. It's Jose from Your Weight Loss, and today I'm talking to you about the fact that Noah is crying again. He's doing it again. He's crying every time I want to leave, and it's breaking my heart. And I guess I just want to talk about it with you guys and see if any other moms out there, dads out there, whatever, whoever's listening is feeling me. So we were over that stage. I was sure that it was done, that he was not going to restart making me feel bad about leaving. But apparently it's a part of this phase that he's into right now where he is obsessed with me, like legit obsessed with me. If he says mama a bajillion times a day, I would not be exaggerating. I'm telling you, la. It's like mama, mama, mama. Hey, mama, mama, tu vis ça? And it's just like this obsession. And I am not, I'll say it out loud. Like, I am not the mom that needs my kids to be obsessed with me. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that reassurance or validation from them. So when they're obsessed with me, it annoys me. Um, I mean, I love it that he loves me and needs me so much, but I feel like the obsession makes me feel guilty if I leave. And that I think that's the part I don't like, obviously. So here's what's up. What do I do? Like, how do we deal with this? And honestly, I just feel like this conversation is not happening enough because moms have this and I'm going to go with moms, whatever. I mean, it's whoever wants to listen and really feel this post or this podcast, but um we have this duty as a parent that almost allows us to not do things that make us happy because that might not make our kids happy. And I think there's that balance. Of course, you know that I spend time with my kids and I have that balance of like, yep, I do put them to bed half the time and the other half, yeah, I'm gone. Like I'm either working or I am at the studio teaching spin or I'm out for a walk or I have date night or there's something else happening in my life. And I just feel like it's that part that they don't warn us about when we decided to have kids, that we're going to have that constant battle or that with guilt, you know? And so it started with Dia. Noah's only 3, right? But I did have Dia for 4 years before Noah came along, and she definitely had her phases as well. She was more she was harder to leave at night, like for date nights. But Noah's not like that. He definitely does not like me leaving for exercise. And I'm not gonna lie to him and pretend that I'm going somewhere else. Like I'm going to go move my body. Um, but there's this one time where I let him win. Like I didn't go. I actually canceled. I didn't cancel my own class. I was going to someone else's class, which I would hate if someone did that to my class and cancel last minute. But I did that. And he was like screaming at the door and he was not letting me go. And I felt guilty because in my mind, I convinced myself that it's fine if I don't move my body today. He clearly is missing me. There's something going on, blah, blah, blah. And I stayed home. I was at the door and I turned around and I took my jacket off and I was like, okay, let's go play. Let's go downstairs. And the whole time I was playing with him, I was Picasso. Like I wasn't happy. I was kind of upset with him. Um, and I have a right to be because he ultimately made me feel guilty for doing something that I wanted to do that makes me feel happy. And I wasn't taking anything away from him by doing that. I was leaving him with his father. He is left in a home that has all of his toys, all of his things that he needs to comfort him. He just didn't have me. And I let him win. And after that, I'm like, I'm not doing that again because I felt even more guilt by not going to my workout, you know? And that's when I realized Dia was also like reading into my guilt. Like she's smarter, she's older, and she definitely caught on that if I make her feel guilty enough, she might not go, you know? And she'd be like, I really like when you put me to bed. Dad doesn't do it the same, like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that's okay if it's different, you know, maybe it is different when dad puts you to bed and like, let's be real. Like, what are they even saying? You know, there's that something about mom. And of course, I love that they love me. I think it's amazing. But the thing is I think so many moms lose themselves in motherhood. And for years, they just do things that really satisfy what their kids need. And they do not do things that satisfy their own needs. And I think that they get lost with years and then they forget what they actually like to do. Like you actually forget who you are and what you actually like to do in that moment. So, a big part of what I preach at Your Weight Loss is staying connected. You have to stay connected to the best you, and you have to stay connected to what makes you happy. And I do think that when you disconnect from what makes you happy, you actually tend to forget. You don't stay connected to who you are. So 10 years later, you think that the same things make you happy, and that's just not it. You haven't stayed connected to your own awareness and who you are enough in the past X amount of years. And now you've like kind of lost yourself and you do not know what makes you happy anymore. And then you have to like create self awareness and learn who you are today. And I just like don't want to do that down the road. And I also don't want to spend X amount of years not thinking about me. And I'm not being selfish. I think that I'm being an amazing mom. I make sure that I balance it all out, that I don't feel guilt. Like when I'm with them, I feel like I'm very present and happy. And I'm not like, I don't know, taking it out on them because they're like kind of taking away things that are making me happy. And I am not I'm not shy to say that I really like working as well. Like, I would choose working over sometimes family time. Working makes me really feel purposeful and happy, and I love my work. And and sometimes I think that's like rolling of the eyes because some people don't like their work. But I'm like, you know what? It's almost the same when you keep saying how much you love spending time with your kids and how you wish you were a stay at home mom. That makes me feel almost like shit that I don't feel that way. Right. So, but it's not about you. It's making sure that you and I and everyone finds their way to create that balance for whatever makes them happy. Um, so the last piece of what I do with my kids or how I really verbalized with Dia, I feel like Noah's too young to understand this piece, is that I told her that it was not okay for her to make me feel bad for doing something that makes me happy. Like that, I would never do that to them. I would never do that to Dia. I would never make her feel bad for going to a sleepover, which she loves. And honestly, when she goes at a sleepover, I like it for about 5 minutes and then I don't sleep as well. It really does affect my sleep. It affects, how I enjoy date night. Let's say she goes to a friend's house on date night. I don't enjoy it as much as if I know she's home with my mom or a babysitter and I know she's like, in my care when I get home. Whereas when I'm on date night and I know she's at someone else's house, she could change her mind and want to drive home. And she could, so I don't enjoy myself as much when she's on. I don't sleep as late in the morning. I don't sleep as good because I wonder, did the mom try to text me overnight? Was she sick during the night and I wasn't there? Like I don't enjoy it, honestly, when she's at a sleepover. And I don't make her feel bad for going. I'm like, oh, yay. Good for you. You got invited because I know she loves it. And I opened up to her and I said, I don't actually like it when you go on a sleepover, but I know that you love it. So I would never take that away from you. I'm going to deal with my emotions. I'm going to bite the bullet. And I know that I love you and I want you to do things that make you happy. And I'm happy for you when someone invites you. And so you have to feel the same way for me. You have to be like, good for you, mom. It's like working. Dia will often say, like, you work a lot. And I'm like, working makes me happy. I really enjoy working. And working does not take anything away from you. If anything, it brings you a happy mom. I get to work, which means I get to offer things to you because of my work. Um, Mom working is good for the family, you know? So I say to her, I would never want her to make a friend feel bad for doing something that her friend loves. I don't want my kids making other people feel bad for doing things they love. I think we should all coexist. And sometimes we're going to have friends or family members or our loved ones doing things that we wish they wouldn't like to do and we wish they would stay with us. But they're going to do something they love and sometimes you have to let them go and do that, you know? So she understood that and she's been really good with understanding that I'm doing something that makes me feel happy and that I'm allowed to do that and that she should not make me feel bad doing that. And I wish that she would not do that to anyone. Now, with Noah, I just pretend like I'm not crushed by the fact that he's screaming his head off at the door. So I smile at him, even if I want to cry. Yesterday, I actually cried driving to the gym. I don't know why it really got to me that he was actually like, no, mama. That really got to me. And I cried. And then it's like, I was saying to myself, but you really want to go. And clearly, once I was there and I started and I did my workout, I was happy I went. Um, Crying doesn't mean you did the wrong decision, right? It's a decision that was hard. That's it. So um I look at him, I smile at him. I do not show him that it's hurting me. Not yet, because I feel like that's not the answer for a 3-year-old. It's just being like, bye, I love you. I'm going to have a great time, and so will you, so that he sees that I'm not being phased by it and that hopefully it'll stop one day. I just want to say this motherhood, I find motherhood hard. I never hide that from the public. Um, I find being a mom difficult. Having children for me is difficult. I would definitely fill my time with other things if I did not have children. But I also think that being a mom is basically the best thing ever. And it hurts my heart how much I love them. Like it hurts me. Ça fait mal. Like it's almost too much. You know what I mean? So I feel you. If you feel me, I feel you. And I just think that we need to take it one time at a time. Legit. Like, not like, do not say, I'll wait for them to be better. You do not wait. Do not wait to love your kids. Do not wait to teach them the value of you doing something that makes you happy. And do not wait to teach them how to be without you. I think that you are teaching them something amazing by leaving and doing something that you love and coming back. Okay, everyone? So I'm wishing you a great day. Hopefully, wherever you are happy and you are doing things that make you happy, not just your kids or your family. Okay, everyone. See you later. Bye.